Topics. Topics. 1, 2, hot topics. Here come hot topics. Blazing speed now. Here come hot topics. Watch your butt. Here come hot topics. Hotter than Hades. Here come hot topics. Hey, what's up? Here come hot topics. Get out of my way. Here come hot topics. Don't press your luck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Welcome.
Welcome to Hot Topics, everybody.
Yeah,
That's not normally our theme song.
No, I don't know what that was.
Yeah. Normally we come into, as everyone knows, Blue Monday
by New Order.
But I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
Roberto, is there anything going on back there with the music?
Well, actually, that was a track that
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm Gary Norris. I'm legal counsel for the Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Legal counsel?
I'm a lawyer for the Manhattan Neighborhood Network,
What?
yes.
Okay.
And I happen to notice that you guys do not own the copyright to Blue Monday by New Order.
Well, that's never been a problem before.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're not using this commercially.
Yeah,
or
we've always
anything.
just played the song at the beginning
I'm
of the
just
show.
doing my job, and I
okay.
think as the legal counsel for the network, it would be best if you use the theme song that I've chosen for today.
Oh, that's what that was?
That's
was
your
the
new
theme
theme song.
that
That's
you
your
chose?
new. You will play this every show.
Wait, so someone made a song specific for us?
Yes, absolutely.
That's what the legal department does here
Wow.
at MNN.
Yeah, well, we wear a lot of hats around here. Everybody
Wow.
does.
Okay.
Everyone wears a lot of hats.
We'll take it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the middle of a show, so
We'll keep going. We're actually about to do a show about the new normal.
That sounds. I love the
So,
new normal.
Yeah.
That's
You love the
fantastic.
new normal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I guess.
are you going to be around for a little bit? You
I'm
want to be
here.
in the show?
I mean, would you mind if I maybe popped a squat?
Sure. I
Yeah,
mean, not take a
maybe have
dump.
a
We don't
seat.
want
No,
you to take
no,
a
of course
yeah.
not. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. I guess
Great. This is
Pop a squat means different
fantastic.
things.
Yeah,
where you come
maybe
from.
legally.
Yeah, it's
or
legalese.
something. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is beautiful.
All right.
Well, hi there.
Hi.
I'm
Hi.
Keith. This is
sorry,
Elaine.
Keith.
My friend
Elaine.
here. Hi.
Gary Norris.
Gary Norris.
Hey,
Very
Gary.
pleased
Nice
to meet
you,
the both of you. Hello,
Mr.
everybody.
Norris.
Very nice to meet you.
Welcome to Hot Topics, everybody.
Yeah.
This is a special episode of Hot Topics. We're going to be discussing the new normal today. But before we get into that, we like to give our shouts out to everybody watching on Manhattan Cable, everyone on MNN4, folks who are watching our live stream at mnn.org, and of course, special shout out to the Cronuts. We were at Sandwich Night last week. Hopefully you guys saw us there eating some
We
sandwiches.
saw some of you. It was great to meet you. I think
Yeah.
we met I Am Not Jacob.
Yeah, we met
So
I Am Not
it was
Jacob.
nice to see you.
That was a
It
thrill.
was a pleasure.
Hopefully you're watching us now.
Yeah.
And I hope you don't mind the Cronuts label. I think
Yeah.
it's a good one, though.
Yeah.
I really like
Yeah.
it. So, anyway.
So we're going to talk about the new normal, I guess. Are we just going to get started?
What is the new normal?
Oh,
We should probably get
sure.
a little bit of
Yeah,
an
well, the
explanation
new
as to
normal.
what this is.
Many of you in our audience have probably heard the term before on news segments and online. Someone says, "Is this the new normal?" Usually, they're talking about economic downfall. I think I saw that phrase a lot. 2008, and then what they call this jobless recovery is recovering from an economic recession now. Just something we do without giving anyone new jobs. Is that the new normal? Polar ice caps are melting.
It seems like a lot
that
of the new normal is
another
about just
new
basically
normal?
lowering expectations
Yeah.
and just agreeing to just not be as happy with, or just
Yeah.
be content with the lower quality
Right.
of life.
Which is
That's
great.
how it is.
Like
That's great.
You think
That's
it's great?
great.
You think it's
Yeah.
Why do
great?
you think?
I think people should just be happy with whatever their station in life is, and
Uh-huh.
not try to shoot for the stars so much.
Well-
just kind of be happy and just.
I mean, you're a lawyer. You're a successful lawyer, so
That
it's,
is
true.
you're
Yeah.
probably happier with your station
I'm
than
extremely
some
happy.
of us.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that must be nice for
But
you.
that's my station, though, and I accept it.
Okay.
You
That's
play
good.
the cards you're dealt, right?
All right.
Like Kenny Rogers said.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think yeah.
Well, that's not a lyric in the song, but you know where I'm
I
going.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gambler.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
Kenny
sorry. Can we
Rogers.
mention the gambler?
Wait. I'm going to review that. I don't think so. I don't think we copyright That's infringement.
Right.
Yeah, the Kenny Rogers estate is you don't not
feels
want to
like
tangle with them.
This is part of the new normal
Yeah, this
now. It's
whole-
like we're not allowed to
can't
do
say
anything.
anymore.
Can't
Yeah.
say anymore.
Business is booming for me, though. I can't complain.
Oh boy.
Well, I good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you,
Yeah,
I guess,
someone's
Gary.
getting something positive
Yeah.
out of the new normal.
Yeah. Well, it would be
Fantastic.
good to have
Yeah.
some, I guess, a counter.
Right, counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hope I just don't infringe on things while I'm here.
Do the-
Oh, okay.
that
That's
must-
a lawyer
That's a
joke.
lawyer
Yeah,
joke.
it's a lawyer joke.
copyright-
I got
copyright
that was a
lawyer
lawyer
joke.
joke.
Yeah.
I got that.
But
Yeah.
usually people go nuts when I'm at a cocktail party and I tell that one. It is people
They go nuts over infringe.
Oh, they go nuts. Yeah. Oh,
I'm
my
sure.
God.
Okay.
Slays the whole
I
room.
believe it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll just go right into
Yeah.
into some of these topics. These are hot topics that I guess we're going to be speaking of in the framework of
The new normal.
the new normal. So
Our first hot topic is income inequality.
yeah.
It seems like basically I read a statistic the other day that the average worker, the CEO makes nearly 275 times what the average worker makes in America.
I think I heard the same
Did you
thing,
see
but
that?
like a bigger number.
Was that really? Even a
Something,
bigger
yeah,
number?
like over 300,
Well,
300 something.
Every time, it seems like every year or so, or every few months, you'll see an article that says, "Oh, a CEO is now making X much more than his employee or
Yeah.
her employee," and that number keeps getting bigger. So basically, that means that the gap between the CEO and the worker keeps on growing. And most workers haven't actually even had an increased wage. I think in the last 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, the only people who have enjoyed gains, most of the people who've enjoyed gains have been the 1%.
Yeah. Like their pay grade has just
Gone up.
much
Yeah.
more.
So it's not like the money's not there; it's just not going to most people.
Yeah.
There's
And-
another study that came out, Elaine. Sorry to cut you off, but out of the Harvard Law Review, which I have a subscription to, CEOs actually work 600 times harder.
No,
So
I
if you
don't
think
study.
about
I-
it,
There
there
was
was
a
a
that's not
study.
even
There was
po- that's not
something
even
there.
possible.
How do you measure that? How does someone
does
measure
that-
600
You know what they did
times
it by
more work?
surveys? I have no idea how
Survey,
that works.
people
It was a
can lie with
survey.
survey.
Well, you never know. I like to take people at their word, right?
I
I'm a lawyer.
have a hard time believing that like a
600
CEO of like a construction company that like
Can
that guy is doing 600 times more work than someone who's like taking a bucket of rivets
Yeah.
up a staircase, walking
Yeah.
it
Harder
down.
work necessarily. Carrying rivets is backbreaking. I've never done it.
And
Yeah,
those
yeah.
people
I wouldn't
are
wanna do
getting
it.
paid 1/273rd of
Yeah.
as much as their corporate head.
The CEO probably has to put eyes on a computer monitor all day. That's
well,
exhausting.
so do I, but I don't get paid that much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Where's my paycheck?
Yeah, where's my
for that-
paycheck
for that?
And income inequality brings all sorts of stuff like social unrest, crime.
Yeah,
Just putting that out there. But I guess that's a new normal.
Yeah. So speaking of new normals, another new normal thing that we can look at.
Yeah.
New normal thing. Extreme weather. Like the weather is just crazy
It's
now
been
in a way
crazy.
that it was like never crazy.
Yeah.
When I
When I was a kid,
kids, yeah.
I feel like you had summer.
Yeah.
Summer was something. You had some hot days. You have fall. You have.
Uh-huh.
I grew up in Chicago, so a cold winter. We expected that.
Yeah.
But now we get like 60-degree days in winter,
Yeah.
not infrequently.
I remember,
Yeah.
like in the late '90s, like in Columbus, Ohio, we got like this type of winter I'd never seen before. It was
Yeah.
just where ice covered everything,
Oof.
and I'd never seen that in my life.
That
and
sounds-
it was just like brand new weather, and there's just like a pattern overall of just like more extreme weather.
So do you think that was
happening.
ushering in the new normal, that ice storm year in Cleveland?
Well,
or in
Columbus?
Columbus, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's happened since then, and
Okay.
people are just like, well, this is how the weather is now.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that what we can come to expect now? Like
I hope
extreme
so.
weather happening. You want
You
that?
want that?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it's
You
been
want more
terrible.
extreme weather?
We have like there are typhoons now
That's
all
fine.
the time.
You guys notice though the
Tsunamis.
extreme weather fluctuations.
Yeah.
They kill off all the insects.
Is that
totally
true?
Kill off the
disrupting
insects?
It's complete. There was another study. It totally disrupting the
Another
ecosystem, but in a good way.
Insects can be
In a
good though,
way.
right? I think that you
I
have
hate
good.
bugs.
Well, they're part of the food chain,
Yeah.
and some of this extreme weather too. To be clear, has like killed off like thousands
like
of
in
people.
the Philippines.
In the
And,
Philippines.
we saw
Bless
the
them.
tsunami.
Yeah.
In Japan, right?
Yeah, that was spurred by
terrifying.
an earthquake.
That was spurred by an earthquake,
That was an earthquake, a
and then it
geological
caused
event.
a nuclear disaster.
That's
Yeah.
the worst,
And
right?
it's a
and this is
windfall
all,
from that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now all that radiation is leaking into the water, and
Yeah,
that's going to be
it's like
affecting
one
the
thing
the-
after another.
But
Yeah.
that creates jobs, doesn't it, guys? So there you
Does
go.
it? I don't know.
Someone's got to clean up the nuclear waste,
I mean, prisons
pretty
create
good.
jobs, but we don't want more prisons, do we?
don't we, Elaine? I don't know.
Wow.
We have to agree to disagree
This
on that
guy-
one, right?
You want more prisons? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta embrace what's going on.
Where are these studies? What are these studies that they
Yeah,
kill out of
this is
bugs? I'm
also
really
from the
I got a
Harvard
question at this
Law Review?
point.
This
Yeah.
is all out of the. She's absolutely. You
I
read
didn't
too,
even know
don't
that-
you?
I didn't know that Harvard Law Review did all these different environmental studies.
They're doing the Lord's work over there. They're doing a hell of a job over there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should pick up a copy.
You can use my subscription if you want anytime.
Well, thank you.
You're
thank
very
you,
welcome.
Gary.
You're very welcome.
Well, let's move on to
Yeah, next topic.
another topic. Okay.
All right.
Health costs are through the roof,
The roof.
aren't they?
Yeah. Oh my God, so expensive. I have insurance. I'm lucky, so thank you, job.
Yeah.
And my health costs aren't cheap. Now, people who don't have insurance have to pay the full price of any healthcare cost.
Yeah, and
if
those
they pay.
things can be
Right.
very
And that can
high.
be very expensive because they're making up for the fact that they will reduce the rate for people who are insured.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of insurance plans are not good. There are these plans, I forget what they're called, but people pay these high premiums and then they don't get that much.
Right.
So basically, I think this is kind of people have become accustomed to this, though. Like,
Yeah. Once
Yeah.
upon a time, you got sick,
Yeah.
you went to the doctor,
Right.
and it was easy.
it was easy. You probably paid, an out-of-pocket cost or a copay, and you
Yeah.
were insured because insurance companies weren't trying to turn everyone away
Right.
because of a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, or sorry, your health care isn't covered at this hospital.
Right.
You and your gunshot wound have to go. To
And
another.
now people will wait until it's they dire straits. They'll go to the emergency
Yeah.
room,
Right.
line like 50 people deep.
I haven't been to the doctors in a very long
Is that
time,
right?
and I have health insurance. It's
Okay.
just I'm so out of practice. The whole rigmarole of filling out paperwork. I
It's
never
just
really know what to do.
intimidating and
Yeah.
overwhelming. And it's very common now. I've read in a study that
Oh.
people go into bankruptcy because of their health bills. And it's one of the
goodness.
most, maybe top one or two
Yeah.
reasons that
One
people
health
file.
complication.
One health complication.
Can just
Yeah.
can just take you out of the
yeah.
game.
Right.
You need
Yeah.
cancer surgery and you're not insured. Oh, well, yep.
The worst
Yeah,
thing is
look.
the doctors aren't making nearly enough. My doctor had a party on his yacht recently, and he could not afford an extra lifeboat. He only has one lifeboat on his yacht.
So that's the new normal for him.
well, that's new. Yeah, he
I
has to
guess.
adjust. He only has the one lifeboat.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
that's,
They should try to figure out a way to get more money to these doctors.
Well, I mean, I'm not against doctors
I think-
making more
yeah,
money. It's just the cost of that it
Right, we should
reflects on the
Charge
regular
more.
people.
Yeah.
Charge more. to
Charge
the regular-
more?
Well,
Are you
someone's
kidding
gotta
me?
Pay the doctor.
Well, I think I
say
think
it's the
I
insurance
think
companies.
insurance companies are cleaning up right
Yeah.
now.
Good.
Yeah,
Creates
yeah.
jobs.
Well, but
You know
no,
that creates jobs. I don't know how that creates jobs.
Yeah.
It all works out in the end, doesn't it?
Okay.
America.
This guy's just
This
got a
is-
catchphrase for
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I don't think I like the new normal very much.
I'm not-
You,
I'm not a
you
big
do,
fan of
but
that.
I
Get on
don't.
board, guys. Get
Yeah.
on board now. Don't let the train leave you behind, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toot, toot. You know?
All right, let's go on to our next topic here. Government dysfunction. Hey, remember back in the day when there would be a budget deadline and
Yeah.
they would just meet it?
They would meet it. They would pass a budget resolution, and
Yeah.
then next thing you know, normal government services are paid for. No one's even asking whether we might not, have a government agency around
Yeah.
the next day. That's not even a thought in our. And now, we have to worry every time there's a new budget coming up. We have to worry whether our government's going to be open for
And not even
business.
just a new budget,
Yeah.
an election.
Yeah.
Elections, every election now. It started in 2000.
Yeah.
Or no, but yeah, 2000 with Bush and Gore.
Oh, the votes.
Yeah, the vote count.
Yeah.
And these machines
Oh,
that
right.
that were
That's
malfunctioning,
true.
and voters being disenfranchised, and people not being able to vote, people's votes not getting
Every
counted.
time there is an election now, people are always like, "Well, we are not. It's not clear yet whether we're going to have a smooth sailing, smoothly functioning
Like a
voting
recount
apparatus."
has become a normal thing
Right.
to do. It's
We've
like we're
expected it.
Turkey or
Yeah,
something.
like when we didn't have a recount,
No
when
disrespect to
when
Turkey.
Obama won in 2012 and there was no recount, even though they were saying there might be problems in Ohio and stuff, people being disenfranchised.
Yeah.
I was like, I cannot believe it. I was expecting a recount.
Recount,
That's
yeah.
how normal
that this has become.
This is the new normal.
Yeah.
It's just government not working when it's passing legislation, not working when it's supposed to be the wheels for enfranchisement.
And going out of their way to work against each other. Just obstructionists.
Yeah, Republicans have been blocking Obama's appointees, and
Isn't it fun though, guys?
Judges aren't
Isn't
working.
it fun?
What's fun? Add like an element of surprise. You don't know what's going to happen every day in this country. You have no idea, right?
I don't want my government to
We could shut down again tomorrow. We
I
have
liked
no
it better
idea.
when I took my government.
That's exciting.
I liked it when I took my government for granted for working. I used to never think about whether the government worked.
Yeah.
That was the old normal. That was normal.
I didn't even realize that they that there was an option for them to not work.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
That's all new.
It's like they're going on strike. I don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And it's
Shut
like
it down.
Shut it down. That's like parks and stuff. And like,
wow, come on. How often do you guys go to a park?
Preventing disease, from spreading.
That's true.
Center for Disease Control.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's great to just keep the American people on their toes. No idea what's going to happen. We have no idea.
This is as panicked enough society as it is.
Yeah.
People in America are nuts already.
You guys know Darwinism, just survival of the fittest.
Oh man,
same principle.
Wow. Well, I think.
So anyone who just gets weaned out by the government shutting down, that's on them for not having the goods to just survive it.
Is it harsh? Yes. Is it the truth? Yes.
He does have a line for everything.
He has a line for everything.
Wow.
He's
That's why they keep me around.
Wow, he's probably good. He's probably amazing in the courtroom.
Fantastic.
Oh
you
yeah,
see
you
me
must
on
be a
the bench.
litigator.
Oh,
you
better believe it.
Must,
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're glad that you're our counsel. I guess
For
that's
Manhattan
the one.
Neighborhood Network. Yes.
Wow,
Very
I didn't
happy.
realize in the Manhattan Neighborhood Network pockets were
You'd
kind
be
of
surprised.
I know.
representation.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Let's go.
Let's go to
Next topic here. All right, like mass shootings.
What is up with this?
This is something that's like really disturbing. That it's become like normal to turn on the news and hear about some nutcase like going into like a shopping mall or like a college campus or any like heavily populated area and just like lighting the place up with like automatic gunfire.
I can't count the number of times I've been at work in like the last few years, same job. Someone has been like, did you hear what happened in Newtown? Did you hear what happened in Colorado? Did you hear what happened in New Jersey? Did you hear what happened in at the Los Angeles airport? And I'm like, and then finally, at this point, I'm just like, another shooting? Really?
There are shootings. There were mass shootings that like completely fell off my radar.
Yeah.
That's how commonplace they are.
Exactly.
Like I'm paying as little attention to them as I am hockey scores.
Because it's that common.
It's that common. It's just I didn't get a chance to see.
Like everything that's happened between Columbine and maybe Aurora, I can't even name those shootings that happened between
them.
There's
There are definitely some that like I don't know about.
Yeah. I remember there's and then the ones where nobody's actually killed, I kind of am just like, okay, well that's a relief.
Yeah, that's
don't even need to worry about that anymore because there's only so many mass shootings we can process. Apparently, this is the new normal since the Congress blocked gun control legislation from passing
they refused
earlier this year.
Yeah, like what? I mean, at least make it like how hard is it to just implement some sort of better like screening policy just to make sure the wrong people aren't getting guns.
The anti-gun lobby is so strong, or the pro-gun lobby is so strong that it's very hard to pass.
Really interesting study by the NRA.
I'm not going to believe this. This is going to be
the
suspect.
NRA
red flag going up immediately.
No,
bring up
big
study.
Guy. Come on, Chief.
And NRA.
NRA says the mass shootings force people to stay home, spend more time with their families.
Did they really say that?
It was a study.
I mean, that might actually be a thing that the NRA would say. He might be
that
right
sounds like some sort of twisted NRA logic.
Yeah, I think Charlton Heston, rest in peace.
His grave.
I think he was the one who really backed the study at first.
Charlton Heston from my hometown, side note.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's not to say I agree at all with his gun policies. Yeah. I mean, he was a decent actor, but Anyway, I don't know what to do now in this. I mean, it's like we just have come to expect shootings. They are the new normal.
Yeah, that's not a world I like to live in.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think we could have other like incentives for families to spend time together besides them worrying about their kids going to school and facing like a 23-year-old kid who spent the last 5 years in his room playing Warcraft.
I'm all ears, guys.
Well, that's not a shooting game. That's more of a role-playing
Okay.
game.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They always seem
Trademark.
Battlefield.
addicted to
Warcraft.
some-
World of Warcraft
Sorry.
is trademark.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
All right.
It's
Well,
infringement.
okay.
Do
Well,
not.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Blizzard
Thank you
Entertainment.
for
Should be,
catching-
hopefully there's a
Subsidiaries.
delay button over there.
Thank you
Yeah.
for catching that.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
guess we'll go on to one more topic if it's quick. America is no longer a superpower. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, on the one hand, I'm not a very patriotic person. I don't really feel like I have to live in the best country
Sure.
in the world. But, we used to just have better standards.
We did, yeah. Well, we used to kind of like be able to influence more countries, and I mean, America's done, plenty of aggressive military things, but there was a certain like stature that we had as a kind of beacon of democracy, and I think now a lot of people are just laughing at that because of our, we can't hold elections very well anymore,
Right.
or have a functioning government. So,
this used to be a place you could be proud of.
yeah, proud of, yeah.
Yeah, like our our military,
Yeah.
like like in World War II, you would hear that if you were to surrender to the Americans because they'll treat you right. Not the case
Not the
anymore.
case, yeah.
The
Yeah, oh
torturers
my goodness.
doing awful things
Oh my
behind
God.
closed
yeah,
doors.
you can't respect that.
Yeah.
So
and this is my hometown.
Right.
This is
The
where I'm
hometown,
from.
yeah.
My hometown, USA, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are going to believe this, but I'm absolutely fine with it. I think we've had our time in the sun. I think it's okay to take a reduced role. Let's try to be
guess
more
I'm
like
all right with
Venezuela.
Oh,
You know?
like
They're
you
swimming
of all
in oil
people
money down there.
Like Venezuela, I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, I'm
It's
really
like
surprised you like
kind of a-
Venezuela. Yeah,
It's
I
beautiful
wouldn't-
in the summertime. I used to summer there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Is
Yeah.
it different than in the
Gorgeous.
wintertime? I think it's pretty.
It's a mite colder just a
In the
mite.
winter. Okay.
Just a
Colder.
mite
Well, like
colder.
I'm sure you chose the best time of year to go.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Take
All
you
right.
guys out on the sloop sometime if you're ever down there.
All right.
Well, those were our
our
topics
topics.
that we kind of breezed through.
Huge bummer. The
Huge
new normal.
bummer, but
Good
this
God.
these are important things to talk
That's
about.
true.
I think.
It's very important that we talk about the reality and
Whether this is something. Hey, whether we decide to make this normal, that's really on us.
Yeah, that's
we're
true.
the ones who decide whether or not we want to live in this world as it is,
Yeah.
or we want to put forth the changes that'll make it what we think it
Exactly.
ought to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We don't have to accept the new normal. We can change the new normal so it's a more equitable, just, less violent normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd kind of just sit. I'd sit on the new normal. Let's
well,
sit on it.
You just take away all the fun, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
You're-
not here to do
You're
that.
just I guess you are the voice of the establishment.
I'm the long arm
You're
of the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense.
Do you think about that when you look out over our Times Square
Yeah.
studio?
I did want to bring that up. Keith, thank you for broaching this subject. We have to take this down right away. This is
sorry?
copy.
Take what down?
This is Times Square. The city of
This is-
New
we were
York owns
overlooking
this.
it. We're
Well,
broadcasting
we're not
right
really
from the heart of-
overlooking it, are we? I mean, this is a copyright infringement.
Oh, I
This is
was
a
telling you
we
lawsuit.
can't have the picture of Times Square.
Listen,
that's our
you're
show,
giving us
man.
I'm
away.
just doing a job for MNN, okay? I'm here to tell you we need to take this down. Actually, I have a new banner I've created for the show, right?
do?
Yes. Perfect.
What in,
That's
what in
it.
the world
That
is
pops.
that? That's you.
That pops.
That's
yeah.
you. That's your.
Look at that.
That's Gary
Wait,
Norris.
whoa.
All
Moonscapes.
business.
What the heck is? Are you a musician?
This is my new album. It's about to drop.
Oh my
we'll drop the day after Christmas, actually.
It's about to drop.
Gary Norris Moonscapes.
Drop what?
Oh God, it's fantastic.
So
It's
that's
gonna
not
drop in
just
the
that's
story.
not just a picture of you. That is like an
That's an
album
album.
cover.
That's an album cover.
That
Moonscapes.
that font is that's been used by the Eagles, I think. That
It
font.
was. Well, that's so funny you said that.
Yeah.
Eagles, Don Henley especially,
Yeah.
copyright infringement. He's a huge influence on me, so
Okay.
that's totally informed that choice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Gary,
Yeah.
would I be off base if I guessed that the opening theme music that we heard earlier was
The lead track off my new album, Moonscapes.
Oh yeah.
You
the
would not
lead
be- yes,
track
lead
off
track.
of
That's your lead
Moonscapes is a
track?
theme
That's
to our
this
song?
absurd.
To the show, yeah.
Are you?
Oh my
wait,
God, that song was.
I just assumed that was something made really quickly,
Yeah.
as crude as it sounds. How long did you work on that show?
Dude,
Yeah.
2 weeks probably just on that one track.
You spent
Oh
2
my
weeks
goodness.
on that
Every
track?
night. Every night I was in the studio.
Wow.
Well, not the
And
studio.
you wrote it for our, but it's like perfect for our show. I mean, not.
Yeah.
Like it says hot topics. You're.
Well, I am a fan of the show. All right, and I write about what I
your
know.
Well, thanks.
Song?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
I mean, I guess we're flattered.
Yeah.
I mean, is this part of your work as a lawyer? Is
Yeah,
to
do
do
they
this
let you-
music
do you
stuff?
have
They
enough
just let you
time
cut
to do
whole
it?
CDs?
Listen, I feel like I've grown very close to the two of you in the short time I've been here.
Okay.
Can I level with you both? Get real for
Please
a
do.
second?
Sure.
Please do.
I was laid off from my lawyer job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay,
wow.
Elaine. Thank you very much. Thank you for your sympathy. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get my music career off the ground, and I thought this would be the perfect forum for it. Gary Norris, Moonscapes, December 26th.
Okay, well,
Okay, we're not.
this is a not-for-profit station.
This
so
is
we
a
can't
not-for-profit
really-
station. You're not supposed to be advertising.
Everything's a little bit for
No,
profit.
you cannot do that. That is
Yeah.
an absolute no-no. You cannot sell stuff on public
yeah,
access.
We feel for you with the economic situation. As we
it's
talked
hitting me
about
hard,
earlier,
man.
it's an unfortunate new normal.
I need this album to
but
hit, guys.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if this is
Gary, I don't think his
calling.
album. Gary, I don't think
Yeah.
his album's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Am I calling? What do you mean, Elaine? Keith?
I
You heard the track, though, right?
But
Yeah,
yes,
we heard the
it.
track.
We
That's
definitely
Can you
heard
play?
it.
Can you
We
play
definitely-
the track? Can we? Can we bring that song?
Bring
up
it back. I
again?
know Roberto's been waiting to play this track back.
Topics. 1, 2, hot topics. Here come hot topics. Blazing speed now.
It's an organ.
Here come hot topics. Watch your butts.
This is terrible.
Come on.
This is terrible.
Come on.
Is this GarageBand?
Yes, this is garage. You know that. Yes, this is garage.
This is your-
I can't
yeah.
afford a backing band. I lost.
Topics get
I burned through my savings after I lost my job, and
hot topics. Don't
I had to get. I could barely afford GarageBand, to be honest.
Well, I mean, aren't there other things you're good at? Like, I just think that banking your entire future in terms of making money off of
This is a
music
sure.
career.
This is a
Moonscape.
hit.
That's not a hit.
This is a surefire hit.
It's not a
It's named Moonscapes, Gary.
Moonscapes.
Can't get away with that kind of name anymore.
Come on, yeah, you can. It's
like
a throwback to the
1977
'70s
maybe.
concept album.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think you can get away with
think
Moonscapes.
so?
I just don't
Okay.
think he's going to be able to.
Oh,
Someone's going to
come
make an
on.
album
All
called
right,
Moonscapes.
well,
This
I bet there are other lawyer jobs out there. I know
Yeah.
that it's a tough market, but
very
I mean, you went to
challenging
Harvard Law
market.
School. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
steep
yeah.
credential for
I
something.
went to a
isn't it?
satellite school, actually.
satellite school.
Yeah, I didn't actually go to Harvard.
Oh.
It was a satellite school.
Are you actually even eminent? You're not a lawyer for Eminem, I guess, then, right?
No, I wanted to use this forum to push Moonscapes.
So you just came in off the street
Yeah.
and decided just to be on our show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
To push your album.
To
Yeah.
push your album, to push
Moonscapes. To push Moonscapes.
Figured-
December
all right,
26th.
All right.
Moonscapes.
We should, you know.
Hashtag Moonscapes.
All right. Well,
Sorry, Gary.
I get. Well, this has been an
It's
enlightening
been really
episode
interesting
of.
and strange and
of Hot Topics
Yeah, I
about
don't like
the,
the new normal. It's unsettling.
I'm a little upset with it too.
unsettled.
Not a lot of
Yeah.
things to
I
be
feel
excited
great.
about.
Yeah.
And the new normal will be accompanied by Moonscapes.
Oh God.
I hope to God
All
not.
right. Well, I guess.
Thank you guys for tuning in
Yeah.
once again this week. Please check us out on our Tumblr page, kehottopics.tumblr.com. Oh, that song is playing
And
again.
send us an email at kehottopics@gmail.com. We will read your email, suggest a topic for us to do next week, and or any other week, and we will happily do it.
And follow our Tumblr page as well. You'll get updated on any future episodes we have as well. You can check out old episodes we've had. But yeah, thank you guys once again for
Go to
tuning in.
moonscape.net.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Gary.
Moonscape.net.
Moonscape, you secured
I couldn't
moonscape.net.
afford the .com.
Then why are you? Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning
Thanks so
in.
much, guys.
Thank you,
Have a
Gary.
great week.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye, Gary.
Bye bye.